Join me for some relaxed summer days as I prep and host a summer dinner party and share some hot weather style tips today on the Daily Connoisseur. Hello, dear friends, and welcome back. I'm hosting a dinner party this evening, so why don't you help me get the house ready? Guests are arriving soon, so let me show you what I'm wearing for the party. I've decided to wear the marine layer Nell dress. It's a hot day today, but this dress is loose and flowy. I wore this to the gourmet grocery store to pick up the lasagna, and I got 2 compliments on this dress in that store. It's a really great dress. I'm wearing it with my gingeberry pearl necklace and quint sandals. When hosting a dinner party, I try to do as much as I can the day before. I've already prepped the components of my homemade dessert, and I did a deep clean of the downstairs area. Today, I just need to tidy up a bit and get things like soccer balls out of our living room. This dinner party is exciting because for the first time ever, all of the flowers for the evening are from my very own cut flower garden, including this bouquet here, which is one of my favorites. It's wild and whimsical and just how I like it, with pansies, Icelandic poppies, cosmos, and foxgloves. I need to tidy up the kitchen now, so I just go about my work here, putting things away, putting dishes away, etc. Just last-minute prep. And then I need to get the back garden ready. I love entertaining this time of year because we can use our outdoor space just like we would an extra room in the house, and there's lots of places for people to gather. So I get the outdoor table ready and also prep the pool area. Now I'm doing some last-minute touches like cleaning sticky fingerprints off the glass. And then I do a double check of the powder room to make sure it's ready for guests. Then I put my feet up and prep my playlist for the evening. I use a little wireless speaker that I just got off of Amazon. I'll link it down below, but it's really good. So I pair it to my phone and then can play my playlist for the evening. So after I get that together, I am going to prep the garlic bread. I'm cutting open a French baguette and putting some garlic herb compound butter inside. This will go in the oven. I have a little note about this that I'll share with you later in the video. And now let's have a look at the table. This is the other bouquet that I made from the garden. The table has a lovely botanical feel to it. I'm using Port Marion dishes and glasses, perfect for spring-summer. When the party got underway, we had so much fun. I forgot to film the lasagna and the salads for you, but here I am finalizing the cherry pavlova that I made. This dessert was sensational. Before we continue, I'd like to thank Fora for sponsoring today's video. Fora is a modern travel agency built for people who love to plan travel and to help others travel well. If you're already the person that friends and family come to for travel recommendations, Fora gives you the tools, training, and support to turn that passion into a meaningful stream of income as a travel advisor. As a Fora advisor, you'll have access to best-in-class training, powerful booking technology, and a vibrant global community of travel experts and fellow advisors. You'll also gain access to more than 7,000 preferred travel partners, including iconic hotels, luxury resorts, cruise lines, and boutique properties around the world. One of the most exciting benefits is that you can unlock VIP perks for your clients, creating elevated travel experiences that regular travels don't often have access to, and every hotel, cruise, or activity you book as a Fora advisor earns you commission. Become a Fora advisor today at foratravel.com/YouTube. Click the link in my description to learn more and become a Fora advisor. And thank you so much to Fora for sponsoring today's video. Hello, it's the next day, and I thought I would do a post-dinner party recap because this is very important. If you host dinner parties or any type of party, I think it's a great idea to write down the next day what went well and what didn't go well. What mistakes, quote unquote, did you make? And what could you do better next time? And this only helps refine your hosting experience. So last night we hosted my sister's family, my mom, and my brother-in-law's parents who were visiting from the Midwest. And there were 7 adults and 6 children. And 4 of those children are teens, and even one of them was in their 20s. So it's a lot of food, a lot of people. So my philosophy when I'm hosting a bigger dinner party is to make it easier for myself, especially if I'm in a busy season, and I will usually get something catered and then I will home make the rest so that I'm not completely frazzled trying to feed, 13 people all by myself, okay? Which is totally doable. I mean, that's like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and other times of the year where I'm not as busy. But this time, that's what I like to do, and there's no shame about that. So I ordered a lasagna from a gourmet grocery store, and this lasagna fed 15 to 20 people, and it was so delicious. And then my mom brought the salads, and then I did homemade garlic bread, and I made a show-stopping cherry pavlova because this recipe feeds a crowd really well, and it's my dad's recipe. I've actually altered it quite a bit. I made that last night and it was a great hit. It was just like the right balance for me of bringing food in, getting the help from my mom with the salad, and then making the pavlova and the garlic bread. So you'll notice from the B-roll, I didn't show the dinner, and you would think after 15 years plus being a YouTuber that I would remember to film the most important thing, which is the dinner. But I tell you, and I actually think this is a good thing, but when my real life takes over, like when the guests arrive, I completely forgot about YouTube. I completely forgot about filming, and I didn't film the dinner. I meant to, but I didn't. I feel like that's good and bad. It's bad for YouTube, but it's good for me and my mental health because I just get into the present moment with my real life and I'm not thinking about the camera or social media or anything, which is, I think, a good thing. So I'm sorry, you'll have to take my word for it, but we had 2 delicious salads that my mom brought. We had the catered lasagna, and I did show myself making the garlic bread, so at least you got to see that. But I did film the cherry pavlova, and that dessert, oh my gosh, that was so good. I will share that with you at a future date. So in my book, The Daily Connoisseur's Guide to Living Well at Home, there is a section here on homemaking failures. And I do encourage you to write down every time that you have failed, quote unquote. It's not really a failure, I'll get to that in a second. But every time that you have made a mistake or something didn't work out, to write it down because you really do learn from it. So last night there were only 2 things that didn't work. And the first one was so silly. I mean, I'm probably gonna get roasted for this, but the first one was that I forgot to light the candles at the table. I lit it when I was taking the B-roll earlier, and then I snuffed the candles out, thinking that I would do it again when the guests arrived, but I forgot. So we were like halfway through the meal and I realized the candles weren't lit. What would Hyacinth Bouquet say about this? She would be absolutely appalled that the candles were not lit at the candlelight supper. So that was the first mistake. The second mistake was that one of the garlic breads that I made, used a compound butter that I made fresh that day, and one of them used an already made compound butter. The one I used fresh that day was fine, but I didn't cook it long enough to get the raw garlic flavor out, so I didn't really serve that one. So that's, you know, an example of something that I could learn from next time, to maybe cook it longer or roast it longer so that the garlic can really cook nicely and not have a raw taste to it. So those were the two mistakes that I made. Speaking of failures, I thought that I would share the anecdote of the first dinner party I ever hosted as a married woman. So it was like my first couples dinner party. And it was so spectacularly bad. Like, I made every mistake in the book. I'm still a little bit traumatized from it, honestly. But we were hosting Ben's good friends, who are now, of course, my good friends as well. And, you know, his friend from boarding school back in England who lives in California, and his wife. And at that time, I was just getting to know them. You know, I didn't know them that well. Now they're like family. But back then, I invited them over and I made a chicken curry that had carrots in it. Okay, that's relevant. I made a chicken curry that had carrots in it, and I made chicken curry, rice, and I think I had like a salad and some dessert. Pretty straightforward, right? But they came over to, this was our first apartment, and I found out that the wife was allergic to carrots. She was allergic to carrots. I've never heard of that allergy before, but she could not eat the main course. So again, that's the type of failure where you write down, check to see if they have an allergy, okay? Because I felt so traumatized by that. I felt so bad. So for this dinner party last night, I had asked my brother-in-law, you know, are your parents allergic to anything? He said no. Or, you know, do they have any dietary restrictions? That's another question you can ask. And then the other thing about that first dinner party I ever hosted was I was not paying attention to ambiance. Like, I had cleaned the apartment and it looked nice, but we were sitting by a window, and that apartment was a rental, and it had these blinds that were just, they weren't very nice. And the whole time the blinds were closed, and I realized afterward, why didn't I open the blinds and open the windows so that we could have a view? Do you know, I was just so blinded by what I was used to seeing. So those are my thoughts. And if you have any dinner party horror stories, please leave them in the comments below. This summer, I would love to do more story times where I tell you these anecdotes, because I like listening to people's stories, so maybe you do too. All right, now I want to share some summer style tips, and I recently recorded a white skirt outfit that I've been wearing a lot this summer. And before we did that, let me show you what I'm wearing today, because I've been wearing this dress a lot. This is that Quince organic cotton gauze maxi dress, and it's so good for summer. So I introduced this into my summer wardrobe because it is airy, it is flowy, it's such a pretty color, there's no sleeves, so it's perfect for hot weather. And I've been wearing that a lot. And then this necklace is by Missoma. I love this necklace. It's a T-bar necklace with a gold chunky chain, and I'm wearing it so much lately, so I think it just adds such an elegant, rich look to the outfit. And then I'm wearing my Quince sandals. And you're going to see this necklace as well in the next outfit. So let's have a look at this white outfit. On this particular day, I am wearing the waffle weave Quince tank top in white and the organic cotton gauze skirt. And, you know, I love wearing all white. I love it all year round, especially in the summer. And then I paired it with this T-bar chunky chain necklace. I love this necklace. This necklace is so chic. I love that it's chunky but not too big, and I think it looks fantastic with white. I'm wearing my Bulova moon phase watch and then my Quince sandals. This is an all Quince outfit actually. So there's that, and pretty minimal makeup today, but it is a light and lovely summer day. I've been loving the Thursday Boots crossbody bag. It's so nice. I like how simple it is and chic. Just reminds me of like a very Italian look, very European. It's not flashy, but it's just high quality construction. And this shade in particular goes so well with my spring summer items. So that is my look today. Let me show you my flowers of the day. If you're following my YouTube journey, I have been starting a cut flower garden, and it's so fun to create these bouquets. They are not professional looking, but I like that kind of rambling, amateur look of a wildflower bouquet. So here we have some dahlias, cosmos. I even got the pansies to come in because my pansies are taking off. They're really like long stemmed. And then we've got some foxglove, lavender, Icelandic poppy, and I love this little, I don't know what this is, but it's so pretty, and I'm so glad I bought it from the garden center. And then this little striped climbing rose, perfection. It is beautiful. I love striped roses. So this is actually from the dining room table, but I brought it up here to show you today. Makes me so happy. Then one more thing that I wanted to try is this scarf tie. So I have noticed in a lot of the fashion articles for this summer that women are tying their scarves around their waist. And so I thought that I would try it because I think this is a fantastic way to add definition to the waist, add a nice look to maybe a neutral outfit. And let's see, so I'm using the Molkiji scarf here, and let me know what you think. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'd love to hear all of your dinner party stories down below. And thank you so much to Fora for sponsoring today's video. If you are interested in becoming a travel advisor, you can click my link below or scan the QR code. Thanks so much, everyone. Keep calm and remain classy, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.